So I was never really interested in the A1 Mini when it first launched. I thought, okay, well, it's got to be some kind of test bed. They're testing something, and, it was the new hot end assembly and all that kind of stuff, and some other stuff they were testing. But I was like, 180 by 180. I mean, what am I going to do with that, And when the A1 was launched, okay, I was interested in that because I could get a bed slinger in the same size as the P1S and the X1 Carbon and the P1P and all that. But I did not get the A1 with the AMS. I didn't get the combo unit. I got just the printer by itself because back then I wasn't really in the know or the real understanding of the advantages of the AMS Lite over the Gen 1, if you want to say Gen 1 AMS to Gen 2 AMS. And so when the whole A1 bed debacle happened and they started offering the replacement parts with the credit and the $120 credit and stuff, I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to do the part replacement and I'm going to use the credit to get the AMS Lite, because after, seeing everybody with the AMS Lite and realizing the advantages that it has over the traditional system. Of course, it's not enclosed and you can't put desiccant in it like you can with the Gen 1 or whatever, but I hadn't done a lot of multicolored printing on the P1S because it never really set well with me, the amount of waste that you would get from the Gen 1 AMS and stuff like that. And I was trying to be really frugal with my filament and stuff when I first got into it. But then I saw the advantages of the AMS Lite and the fact that it changes filaments a lot faster because it only pulls the filament back to right here. So the filament is already like almost preloaded, and the filament changes are faster, and it does use less waste overall than the Gen 1. But so when I was going to use that credit to get the AMS Lite for the A1, it just made sense to do the combo that came with the AMS Lite and the A1 Mini, because the AMS Lite is discounted when it is comboed with a printer. So I basically used that credit to get $120 off the combo so I could get the AMS Lite, and it just happened to come with the A1 Mini. Because, like I said, I never had really considered the A1 Mini as like, well, what would I do with it? I've got this printer, I've got that printer, I've got, all these other things. But now that having it, I realize, well, there is genuine, real uses for the A1 Mini. The fact that when you get into 3D printing, inevitably, there's going to be just some little bits and bobbles and stuff like that you're going to need to print. And if you are trying to be, I don't know, even remotely energy conservative or something like that, well, the A1 Mini is perfect for that. So like right now I'm printing a bolt and a wing nut that I'm going to try to use to repair something in my house. Well, this is perfect because I'm only heating up this tiny little bed instead of heating up a whole 256 squared bed. So this tiny bed heats up a lot faster. The movement speed of the A1 Mini can be faster because you're moving a much smaller distance, you're moving a much smaller bed, so it actually can print really quick. And like I said, it's perfect for not having to heat up and print a tiny little part that's going to be just a tiny little piece on this giant bed, or even some of the other printers, Ender 3 like this, if you have these, well, this is only 220 by 220 by like 260, so this would make more sense because it's a smaller bed as well. But now the A1 Mini is going to be perfect for the little bits and bobbles, and you can still print decently sized stuff. Sorry about that. I printed this whole poop tray on it. It works fine. I've seen so much that you can actually print on the 180 by 180. So I'm really glad with my decision to go ahead and get the combo, and I'm probably going to use the heck out of that A1 Mini.